chunk of time on the clock. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up second and 11 at the 29-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Play action now. Levis. And this one too low.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. That good for 19 and a first down.
Again, it's Taylor.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Rolling to his left.
That is caught. Touchdown. Chigakonkwo.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 14.
Levis sets up to throw here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. A shot downfield for Burks.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. 95 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Levis. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1.
Taylor will take it in. Touchdown.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football, but he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Richardson will throw for it.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Visitors 42. Our home team 16. Matt Gay set to kick
After the
off.
touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Levis. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Levis.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Levis back to throw.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And the questions are going to continue to mount for this club, no doubt. This will almost certainly be another losing effort. And the questions will become, where do they go from here?
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now it's Richardson. Downfield for Pierce. To it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
He's going to try and go deep again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're off.